Topic 3.3 Continuities and Changes to Economic Practice and Development. Imagine walking into a bustling marketplace in 1650, smelling the aroma of fresh bread, hearing the chatter of traders, and seeing the multitude of goods from all over the world. Fast forward to 1815, and the scene may look quite different, with the machinery's noise and the spread of banks, and even new definitions of property rights. Between 1648 and 1815, Europe underwent significant economic shifts. As AP European history students, many of you may be grappling with understanding the continuities and changes during this period. You might wonder, why do these economic shifts matter? How does knowing this help me pass the AP test? The answer, a grasp of these changes can provide you with context for other events in Europe and globally. By mastering this topic, you'll be equipped with the tools to analyze European developments comprehensively. So let's dive in, and soon we'll venture into the role of insurance, banking institutions, and even the Bank of England in shaping Europe's economy. Imagine the first potatoes grown in Ireland. From 1648 to 1815, Europe's economic fabric was being rewoven. Here's how. The agricultural revolution led to enhanced productivity, giving rise to a surplus of food and agricultural products. This change did not just boost the food supply, but transformed the agrarian landscape. There were many more Europeans after this. But what drove this revolution? The importation and transplantation of agricultural products from the Americas, like the potato, played a vital role. Think of potatoes and maize or corn. Their introduction into European diets contributed to population growth and the diversification of crops. Labor and trade began to break away from the traditional supply chains. Previously, governments and corporations had imposed several restrictions. Therefore, this newfound economic freedom played a crucial role in shaping the economy. Cottage industries exemplify this shift. The putting out system, or cottage industry, witnessed laborers increasingly working from homes or workshops for the broader market. These laborers weren't selling directly to the consumer. Instead, they were often mediated by merchants or workshop owners. But why is this significant? It signaled the beginning of decentralized production, a precursor to the industrial factories we often associate with the 19th century. With these shifts in production and trade, there was a consequent change in how the economy was perceived and operated. Therefore, the seeds for a market-driven economy were sown. The development of the market economy led to new financial practices and institutions. These changes weren't just about trading goods. They transformed how people thought about wealth, risk, and investment. But how? Insurance. It emerged as a way to mitigate the risks associated with trade, especially maritime trade. Instead of bearing the entire brunt of a lost shipment, traders could now spread the risk. Banking institutions for turning private savings into venture capital. This shift allowed for the pooling of resources, channeling them into new ventures. Savings were no longer idle, they were active participants in the economy. New definitions of property rights and protections against confiscation. Now, individuals had clearer legal standings when it came to their possessions. This change encouraged investment, as there was lesser fear of arbitrary confiscation by a crazy king. And the Bank of England. Established in 1694, it played a pivotal role in standardizing currency, granting loans, and stabilizing the economy. It allowed for monetary and fiscal policy, and it set a precedent for central banking systems globally. Now, having journeyed through these economic shifts, you'd think that Europe was on a straightforward trajectory towards modern capitalism, right? But here's the twist. While these economic shifts laid the foundation for modern European economies, they also sowed the seeds for future tensions, class struggles, debates over wealth distribution, and even revolutions. The economic story of Europe between 1648 and 1815 is not just about progress. It's also about the challenges that came with rapid change. And as you continue your AP European history journey, understanding this duality will serve you well in piecing together the broader European narrative.